The snow-covered battlefield stretched for miles, silent for a moment that felt unnatural. Somewhere near the frozen Eastern Front, US and Russian forces stood separated by ruined trenches and shattered armor, each side waiting for the first mistake. Then the sky screamed. Missiles cut through the clouds, exploding into the earth like thunder. The ground shook as American soldiers dove into cover, mud and ice spraying into the air. Orders were shouted through radios filled with static and fear. Private Miller pressed his helmet tight as artillery fire landed just meters away. He could hear Russian machine guns opening up from the tree line. Short, controlled bursts designed to keep heads down while armored units moved forward. Drones hovered above the battlefield, watching everything. There was nowhere to hide anymore. An American tank rolled forward, its cannon firing into the smoke. The explosion lit the snow in orange flames. For a second, the battlefield looked unreal, like fire burning inside winter itself. Russian infantry advanced through the fog, disciplined and relentless. Their boots crushed frozen ground as they moved from crater to crater. One wrong step meant death. There was no heroism here, only survival. A wounded soldier screamed for a medic. His voice was lost beneath the roar of jets screaming overhead. US aircraft struck Russian positions with precision, but the Russians answered with air defense fire, lighting the sky with streaks of red and white. The battlefield turned into chaos. Communication broke down. Squads were separated. Smoke covered everything. Soldiers fired at shadows, praying they weren't hitting their own. Time lost meaning. Minutes felt like hours. Hours like seconds. As night fell, flares illuminated the land. Bodies lay frozen where they fell, a weapon still clutched in stiff hands. The cold didn't care which uniform you wore. In a shattered trench, American and Russian soldiers found themselves only yards apart, separated by rubble and fear. They could hear each other breathing. Fingers trembled on triggers. Then silence. No shots, no orders, just exhaustion. For a brief moment, the war paused. Not because peace had arrived, but because even war needed time to breathe. By dawn, the battlefield was unrecognizable. Tanks burned, helicopters lay broken. The snow was no longer white. Neither side could claim victory. The only truth left was carved into the frozen ground. Modern war does not choose heroes. It only chooses survivors.